Welcome everybody to Clarington Kia. Today we're going to take you on a tour of this extremely nice 2021 Chevy Blazer Premier with just over 96,000 kilometers on it, one owner, no accident history. It's in fantastic condition and it's loaded with features, as you'll see as we do this tour. If you are shopping from home, you're going to get to look at the interior and exterior condition of the Blazer, and we're going to highlight some of the nice features on this vehicle so you know exactly what you're getting to visit us here at Clarington Kia. Now, the Blazer has three different engine options, two 4-cylinder engines and a 6-cylinder, and this one features the 3.6 liter V6 engine, creates 308 horsepower, horsepower, and it's connected to a 9-speed automatic transmission, and yes, it is all-wheel drive. Now, you can tow with this Blazer, especially with the V6 option, which is why it makes it a little bit more popular. Still fantastic fuel economy though. We will point out dings, dents, scratches if we find any, but right now we're going to talk about these fantastic looking alloy wheels here. We've got 18-inch alloy wheels, Tiger Paw tires on here as well. They're absolutely fantastic. Lots of tread left on these. You can see the blacked out Blazer logo on the driver's door, LED turn signals in the mirrors. We also have 4 exterior cameras on this because it does have the around view camera system, which we will show you when we get inside. Now, you can see from the side profile here, it is a good size SUV. This is a definitely mid-size. It's not the full like 7 or 8 passenger, but it's a good mid-size SUV. Lots of cargo space, lots of passenger space, which you'll see when we get to the interior. Very cool looking taillights. Little Easter egg here, it does have the Chevy bow tie kind of just tucked in there, which I thought was really neat. Again, the blacked out logos on the back of the trunk lid. You can see the Premier one there. And then we have the nice gold Chevy bow tie. Taking a step back, you may have noticed it is dual exhaust down below. That's part of that nice V6 package. Power tailgate on this as well, being that it is the Premier. So you see that there, lots of cargo space. Look at how big this trunk is. That's a full-size suitcase with plenty of room to spare. You'll also notice it does have the cargo mat, and I appreciate the fact that they bought the one that has the foldable rubber that goes on the back of the seats as well. So when you fold those down, those are well protected as well if you do need a little bit more cargo space. That's not a cheap option, that cargo mat, so I love that that's still in there. Now, coming around the passenger side, again, we're looking for any cosmetic concerns, any dings, dents, scratches, but this is in fantastic condition, especially given the mileage. This is really, really nice. The only thing I did notice here was on the side view mirror, just a little tiny rub, little paint missing. I mean, that's not a big deal. Little touch-up paint and you'd never even notice. And then coming around to the front, really nice looking front end on the Blazer. As you can see here, we have these really nice slim LED daytime running lights. We've got the LED headlights down below and a nice chrome grille. Front hood has just a few little minor stone chips. Oh, that's not a stone chip. That's not a, never mind. I thought it had some stone chips. That's just dirt. Yeah, see, look at this. This is like a 9.5 out of 10. Really, really nice. Now, having a look in the back seats. So you can see here we've got nice leather interior, reclining rear seats, and then have a look up because we have a nice big panoramic sunroof that reaches all the way to the back. Center armrest here. There's no rips, tears, stains, or burns anywhere on the interior. We've got USB ports and a regular home outlet in the back as well to keep everybody plugged in and charged up. And we also have the floor liners in the back and the front as well. So the previous owner really did spend some good money to make sure that this stayed nice and clean. Again, the panoramic sunroof up front and these nice looking seats here for the driver and passenger. Power driver seat with power lumbar support. And before I forget, it does have the Bose stereo as well. I almost always forget to talk about that, so might as well get that out of the way. Now, this is a non-smoker vehicle as well. I don't know if I mentioned that to you. Now, let's turn down the fan speed so I don't have to yell over that. All right, so now sitting in the front seat here, because it is a Premier, it does come with a good list of advanced safety features, such as forward emergency braking with forward collision warning. We have adaptive cruise control on the steering wheel, lane keeping assist. We also have the blind spot monitor in the side view mirror. It's kind of not focusing. You can almost see it. There you go. The blind spot warning system. Again, that around view camera, which I'll show you momentarily, plus a long list of other great features. So be sure to ask the sales team here for that list if you are more than interested in that. Automatic high beams even, which is pretty sweet. Now up front here, we've got a nice leather wrapped steering wheel. In our driver's gauges, see there, 96,739 kilometers. Okay, so in incredible condition with those kilometers. Just giving you a little pan down here of the center console. All right, let's get into what we've got up front. So here in our infotainment system, that's a little too close. There we go. In the infotainment system, that's the climate control. If we hit home, so now we've got a long list of apps, which I absolutely love. So this is kind of like the home screen here. If you had your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto connected, you'd have that over on the left. It does have onboard navigation, which I love here. When we go to audio, we've got, where are we here? More. So AM, FM, satellite, audiobooks, Spotify, and Amazon Alexa. I love the fact that they have downloadable apps, so you don't have to use CarPlay or Android Auto. You have just log in here and you get all that there. I think that's really, really sweet. The onboard navigation, the Wi-Fi hotspot by subscription, which is great through, what's it called? OnStar. You can see the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. All right, and here's access to all of your apps here. You'll notice the My Chevrolet app, which is like the app that you download on your phone to connect your car to the phone, etc. We also have different user profiles, so you can set up a user profile to have all your customization kind of saved under your user, and then if your spouse hops in, they can change it to theirs, and you're kind of good to go that way. Now, when we put this in reverse, we got to look at the around view camera. So this is the top-down view. This is the rear view camera here. Now, the cool thing about this is we can change the view, so we can change it to have the front camera or the rear camera. So that's going to make parking very, very simple, as you can imagine. We can also change it to have the side camera, so if you want to parallel park, you can parallel park without scuffing up those beautiful wheels. What if we're towing? Well, now we've got a tow hitch view, so it looks straight down at the back bumper, which obviously makes it nice and easy to line up for a trailer hitch. And then you'll see here, there's another one for the trailer. You push this and it gives you the center line. So use this one to get close, and then use this one to drop it right onto the hitch. But all of these views are all right here. Very easy, makes parking this very, very nice and simple. Now we have our climate control setting buttons right here. If you want to use the buttons, you'll notice the heated seat icons to the very far left and right. A couple more USB ports down the center console, and then our automatic shifter here. And then here we have our terrain control. So 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, kind of sport and trailer towing. So all the different tow modes, or all the different modes for the engine and all-wheel drive system, to make sure that you kind of put it in the right one that you need at the time. And then last but not least, I keep the key in the cup holder because just want to show you it does have the remote starter on this Premier model as well. Now don't go anywhere because it's important to review this. This is the Carfax. You can see 21 Chevy Blazer 3LT, no reported accidents, 6 service records found on file. And then this is what we're doing to the vehicle to make sure that it is ready for sale for you. So replacing the front brake pads, machining the rotors, doing a rear brake service, machining the rear rotors, a lube oil filter change, 4 brand new tires, brake fluid flush, and a coolant flush. So that's a lot of maintenance that you will not have to do to this vehicle after picking it up. And that is one of the biggest benefits of buying a vehicle at Clarington Kia, is that they spend all the money to make sure that the maintenance is up to date, so you have a great ownership experience of this Blazer for you and your family. So visit us here at Clarington Kia, claringtonkia.ca, or of course in store right here in the heart of Boneville, where you can go take this Blazer out for a test drive, fall in love, and then call it your own. So thank you so much for watching, and we can't wait to see you here at Clarington Kia.